Nike says it will cut $2 billion in costs in a major warning for consumers because they're not getting the numbers that they're expecting. Things weren't selling out like it was supposed to. Things weren't selling at all, you know? Nike slashed its revenue outlook over the year and has announced cost cuts amid growing concerns that consumers are slowing their spending around the world. The company said it's looking for as much as $2 billion in cost savings in the next 3 years, which includes layoff of employees. Hopefully, employees like who just did what they did to that girl. Shares of Nike tumbled as much as 14% Friday. They've been tumbling a lot in their stocks. We've talked about them losing stock previously for whatever else happened, and it's only going down more after that. I don't think it ever really went. I don't think whatever loss percentage they had before went up back up, and it's dropping 14 again. I think they might have went back up maybe, I would assume 3-4%, and now they're dropping another 14%. Consumers are switching their behavior, passing on this directional purchasing, discretionary purchasing, like expensive sneakers and authentic wear for basics and experience, like concerts and travel. Oh, okay. Expenses, like, I'm sorry. Like concerts and traveling. People are going to concerts more, people are traveling. They're spending their money elsewhere besides on shoes. Facing tough competition from upstart brands like Hoka and On Cloud. Hoka's really stepping into the game like that, and On Cloud. Now, it's interesting with that because you will see Hoka's at Ross, but they're still being priced at like 80-90 bucks. And On Cloud, not so much. But well, no, I've seen I think a couple On Clouds at Ross. I think I might have, but just didn't pay no attention to it. Like seen it, but didn't post it in the video. I feel like I might have seen that before. But one thing I have seen as a sign of the bigger part of people not buying On Cloud, I'm starting to see on sale at stores. For a minute, I wasn't seeing that. I was not seeing no price tags for sale on Clouds or Hokas in the store. But you're starting to see that a little more now because people aren't buying. They're sitting on stock, so they have to start marking down the prices, you know? Nike's finance chief Matt Friend said Thursday in the company's conference call that the new outlook reflects indications of more cautious consumer behavior around the world. He's pointed to sluggish sales in China and the company's segment in Europe and the Middle East and Africa. So around the world, people are falling back and not buying stuff. Nike saw soft demand outside the key holiday events like back to school shopping and Black Friday. The company's e-commerce sales slowed and rivals offered higher promotional levels to entice shoppers. While fears of recession in the United States have faded, European economies are slowing down also. Okay. China, the world's second largest economy, is also facing deepening troubles. The weak consumption is a major drag. So, you got this already going on with Nike, and then you got this going on with Nike's employees. Like, you're going to just turn away a lot of people trying to shop at your store for various reasons, including not getting, including going to a store and somebody taking the product out their hand to give it to a reseller. That had to be a cook group situation. Cook groups are all over the country. It's not just in LA. So that had to be a cook group situation where the person took the product out the girl's hand to pass it to somebody else. What are they thinking, bro? Viewer beware, buyer beware. And if you go to a Nike outlet and you find something on the rack, make sure you put it in your bag and hold it close to you. And don't let nobody come take it from you. I think that's something we can learn in 2023. Make sure what's yours is yours, bro. It's crazy though. You got a paying customer trying to buy something and you took it out her hand. Meanwhile, you got people running out of stores with free stuff, stealing stuff,
Yeah. shit out of
or not buying anything at all, spending money on traveling and things of that nature, not going to Nike. That is bananas, bro. I'm that's I'm gonna have to get over that. But that was something I just thought that was kind of like, wow. Crazy stuff going on, man. Nike cutting costs. When they cut costs, what does that mean? Does that mean they're going to lower the production of what they drop in, lower the quantities of shoes releasing? That would be a smart thing to do. That would actually be the smart thing to do. I think we talked about that before here in the live stream, saying that maybe they should just not make as many shoes, not have as many releases, and also not make as many quantities of the shoes. I mean, that would make the most sense. Get rid of those Jordans that nobody really care about. You know, those off-brand Jordans, and just make the retros and not as many retros. I mean, why don't they think to take that route? You know, they should have been did that. You know, I know shoes are in production long before we get them, but they should have a way to halt things and pause things and not like, you know, release stuff and push stuff back. They've done it before in the past. Plenty of other shoes that we're supposed to release, you know what I'm saying, that they pushed back a couple weeks. I mean, there's been shoes that got rumored and could have pushed them back longer. Like, I don't understand it. You got people going to buy stuff and employees taking it out their hand to give it to somebody else. Like, what is going on? 2024, you gotta like be on it for yourself more. Everybody's saying stand on business, you know. You can't go for this stuff, you know. You go into a store, into a Nike store, and you're spending, you got yourself a budget of like $200, maybe 150 just to grab a few things. You're in there trying to contemplate, oh man, you find like 5, 6 things that you want, but you can only really get 3 or 4 of them or 2 of them because of what you're trying to grab and your budget that you set for yourself that day. You're looking around in the store for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You finally come up on 2 things, you make your decision. You had 5 things, you narrowed it down to 2 or 3, and this is what you're going to spend on it. And while you're in there looking around in the store, like 5 or 6 people rush in and just steal everything right in front of your face and run out, and nobody does nothing to stop them. And you're like, am I about to buy this 2 things right here? Like, they just took everything and I gotta pay. Like, when is it gonna be the point when I would think it gets to the point soon when you got a bunch of people in there shopping, you see a bunch of people coming and do a run out, and then you got the people shopping running out too with their stuff. Like, all these videos showing people run out. How does that not make you feel weird for standing in that long line to go pay for the shit? Like, I know that's what you do because you want the stuff. You want to be a normal person, a good Samaritan and everything. But what is that? Improve the quality as opposed to quantity. Absolutely. Now doing what Nike. See, this is something else that is something that's weird. How is Nike going to make the first pair of the Devin Bookers limited to 500 pair? Like, what kind of sense does that make? Is that trying to give us like some false hype? Oh, they sold out quickly. Yes, only 500 made in a country. Like, how does that make any sense, bro? It's definitely your money's worth going to a show like that. What are all of these things on my Twitter or X? X is turning into that. This was a 3-pointer, bro.
It's too close to overturn. They are beside themselves.